and welcome, dear viewers, to our new episode of Around Kuwait. I'm your host, Sarah Al-Bakr. Around Kuwait will share with you all the trends and updates all around Kuwait about the conferences, events, like exhibitions, the latest exhibition, and much, much more. With my colleague Abdul Aziz for tonight's episode. Hello and good evening, Aziz.
Welcome, Sarah. Thank you so much for presenting today. We mentioned something much more. We have too many multiple things, dear viewers. We have a multiple of locations, events. We call too many anything happening in the state of Kuwait. That's why in our show always just stay tuned at the same time, and we'll share with you the latest thing happening, the trends, and even more. And today our episode will talk about important things, about we're not forgetting all the time our brothers and our families from Palestine, what they are doing during this time, and on behalf of our show Around Kuwait, and even the state of Kuwait, we are always with Palestine about what they are doing there, and always we are praying for the casualties, we are aiding, and that's why we are very proud that the state of Kuwait is one of the first countries. They are even the KRCS now, they have bridging airplanes, they are going there just to aiding them.
Yes, exactly, Aziz. As you mentioned, today is really an important episode. We're going to speak about the humanitarian case. It's like humanitarian for all around people all around the world, especially for Kuwaiti people. As you mentioned, our hearts always be with Palestinian people. Our brothers and sisters are there, are really struggling under this circumstances, Aziz. And we're going to be sharing a lot of, let's say, movies, films, music, and also reports about such a case.
That's why we are very proud, like state of Kuwait. You will see these days too many marching people talk about we are always supporting the Palestinian case.
Exactly.
That's why. And today we'll talk about something relates about our certain topic, about the most important case, which we call one of the movies. They did it from some student from the, we call it High Institute for Dramatic Arts.
Yes.
So the movie is called The Olive Roots.
Olive roots.
Olive roots, yes.
That's amazing. We know Palestine is famous of olives, like really great and green, big, delicious olives in Palestine. That's why actually she named actually The Olive Roots, a short movie with a huge message, dear viewers.
And even in addition, we'll talk about the same case, but in a certain, instead of movies, we'll talk about the fine arts. We'll talk about the canvas of hope to support the Palestinian case also.
Exactly, and I love actually the name, the Canvas of Hope, a heartfelt celebration of Palestinian strength through art, for sure.
And also, I know you're a big fan of the art, so it's good to elaborate about the fine art, especially the canvas, the oil canvas.
Exactly.
So they will say, because we say art is a universal message, universal language. So it's good to share art for this kind of important case.
Exactly, Aziz. Media and art is really one of the, let's say, strong element for sharing our feelings and even our circumstances for all around the world. And also, dear viewers, we'll be sharing with you about the Expo 965 that hosts third volunteer teams gathering in Kuwait, Aziz.
And also because we talk about the fifth annual Expo 965 exhibition for the handicrafts and even about the creative people. And usually now, because during these days in the Expo, it started from 22 of October until 26 of October. Every day they have certain forums, certain gatherings, certain events.
Yes.
And one of them will talk about the volunteers, and we're going to elaborate during our episode today.
Exactly, Aziz. So, dear viewers, we've spoke about the Olive Roots movie. So how about to watch it together, and we'll be right back to you.
We saw a movie about the olive roots already directed by, we call it Sarah Mohammed. So it was like a very, like we call it like too many things inside the movie. We can talk about dramatic, tragic, and already show the message. Even you see myself already get emotional because it's about our, we call it our case. It's a Kuwaiti case, an Arab's case, Middle East case. And it's like 6 minutes of too many different meanings. Even the scenario, even it's like a short movie, but the scenarios, how they already showed the message. It's a very deep, deep message, Sarah.
It's a very deep message indeed. Aziz, are really moved and touched by this movie. It's really a short movie with a huge message. As you mentioned, Aziz, it's not only Palestinian case. It's like as every single Arab and Muslims, let's say a humanitarian person case as well. All around us, like all around the world, people are really sympathetic with this case, with the Palestinian case. And also Sarah Mohammed, really a theater director, has really embarked a meaningful project. Was really an amazing
and
film.
Also, let's also, in addition to mention the working crews, also Ahmed Bouhaimed, so they are working together and they are doing like they are produced in a very meaningful film. You saw the scenarios and even about the music, about the cameras, about the angles, about the acting. It's very like the good acting. There is the expert actors also.
Exactly, and as you mentioned, both the director Sarah Mohammed and also Ahmed Bouhaimed, the musical artist, actually both they did really an awesome, like let's say masterpiece masterpiece as a short film. And as we mentioned later on before about the, let's say, the art and the music, and also the movies can really has really a great impact. One of the most key elements, how to display and how to express our feelings, our problems to other people.
When you notice about the music of the film, how they are already sometimes high tone, sometimes low tone, during for the scene. So we'll talk about the small scenes, even when certain cameras were short scene, but very like a deep message of the scene.
Deep message.
Yeah, see the actors, how they are reacting with the angles of the camera. But the thing is how they're taking the shots. They are expert, but with small and tiny tools, they create a very big production message.
Exactly, Aziz, and we can see the movie actually can show the harsh conditions of the occupation as they strive to meet their basic daily needs. We are talking about the Palestinian people for sure.
And the shows like the daily life of the Palestinian people, because if you notice, like if you wake up every day, some another people invading you every day and they're controlling you, you're like, so the basic of life.
Exactly.
The food and the work and your day lifestyle. Like imagine you're here, you're driving your car, you just wake up, you do whatever you want. But there, when you go wake up, you have to thinking about the basic things needs every day.
The most important thing about the peace, they have lack of peace out there. And actually we can see in the short movie they are wearing the kufiya, which is a really the traditional, let's say we call it here in Kuwait ghitra, but they have their kufiya, the Palestinian traditional clothes. Do you know what actually that presents? Speaking about the olives root and olives.
It's here in the kufiya.
Exactly, yes. The kufiya actually present too many things about the Palestinian culture, like starting from the olive leaves, and also about the fishing netting, and also about the lines there, the straight lines, about, let's say, the trading, let's say, bath about it. So it's really amazing how it really presents the Palestinian culture.
Culture, historical, lifestyle, and even more. That's why even, because Arabs usually referred by the kufiya,
yes,
and the ghitras in different meaning and the different names, but all the same meaning. That's why we are very glad. Let's talk more about the working crew.
Yes.
These two pioneers, these two youngsters from, from the High Institute of Dramatic Art. You know, this kind of the High Institute, you see too many people graduate from it to be a good actors, good in a production, like maybe they will be future directors, future actors, future scenarists, future musicians, future, also the College of the Music, it's already nearby them, and the future writers and even more. And the collaboration for the senior project with also the High Institute for Music Arts.
Exactly.
So usually collaborating together to go like to do short movies and even more.
So imagine having Sarah Mohammed and Ahmed Mohammed, the musician and a director, to like display to us that masterpiece about that short movie. And we can see that really soundtrack remarkable and expression actually about this soundtrack by the Ahmed Mohammed. And he is also graduated by the High Institute of Arts.
And let's talk more about the making, you know, because now we will talk about how they are making the movie itself. When they already have like a scene, they want finding like a certain location.
Yes.
You notice the locations also take time, because if you want to make any scene, you have to prepare for it.
Exactly.
A huge working team, so they are like youngsters, but very high potential, very high skill to produce like this kind of scene, this kind of production.
Exactly, they were focusing about the atmosphere, let's say, that give you the spirits of the Palestinian.
When he ate the olives.
When he ate the olives, and even, let's say, the house that give you the spirit of the Palestinian decoration, the Palestinian cultural houses and so on, that give me really chills while actually I saw that.
Yeah, even it's like it affecting us emotionally, because it's our case and they referred for the 6 minutes or between 6 to 7 minutes. The scenes, they took the angles of the making with the cameras, and when they go close on to the food, the olives, and then we make it the wide angle for the families, the grooms, and how they are invading the location. And then at the end, the marching, just to show the importance of the the case, how to distribute it, but in a different ways, different meanings. Start for the small, tiny family, they are starting their own breakfast, at the end, marching, and it becomes like a universal case.
Exactly, Aziz, and the aim of this movie actually to raise the awareness for all people all around us, even for children. I know children, they love watching some movies, some films and their devices, so really help them to like raise awareness, especially for children, to know what actually happening all around them. When they grow up, they can defend themselves and defend actually, let's say, their religion, their, let's say, their brothers actually from Palestinian people actually.
And also because
Palestinian
people, and because the working crews, they're doing an amazing job to create, you know, like they are still pioneers and young, and they are creating the music talents. They're creating a music for the certain movie like this. So it's like the music tones and how they are collaborating together.
Yes.
So the production, even the editor, I have to thank the editor also, how they already combine everything together. You know, editing is like a director have to be a good editor.
Yes.
So if he be a good editor, it will reduce a good movie.
To reduce a good movie, and as we mentioned, me and you, Aziz, actually that like that type of movies always showcasing and display the human aspect, the humanitarian aspect for all of us, to awaken us, let's say our feelings, our humanitarian thinking about that, to never stop being standing to our Palestinian people.
Never lose hope. This is the meaning of this movie. Never lose hope, because when it started with like a certain breakfast with the marching, it shows the powerful message about not to lose hope, because it's about motivation for our families in Palestine, state of Palestine, and also for us to be always thinking about the case. We'll not forget about the case. Anything happens, Palestine, it's always in our heart, and always we're standing for this case.
We are always standing with our actually brothers and sisters. Our hearts always with you, Palestine. So that's why it's really a film and music that holds really, like let's say, influenced us. And also Sarah Buhamed and Ahmed Buhamed's work encourage us to reflect on the significance of artistic expression in the addressing critical social issues as well.
Social issues, and even too many, much more, because you see, we're speaking for the movie for a long time, because it's really touching us.
Yes.
And it's the thing about how they are already showing deep messages through the movie. It will touch us, and even if you're opening the news, if you open any type of social media, you will see this kind of the same short movie, but in realistic and much already disaster, much catastrophic.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm praying always with Palestinians.
So we thank Sarah Buhamed and Ahmed Buhamed and all the working crew who worked actually to give us that masterpiece of a short film to present, let's say, the harsh conditions that our brothers and sisters are really living nowadays. That was our first topic, dear viewers. Don't go away. We have more topics to discuss about, but after this short break.
In an inspiring demonstration of solidarity with Palestine, the Canvas of Hope event brings together 3 talented Palestinian artists who generously dedicate their art to support a significant cause.
We are expressing our feelings and pains through painting Masjid al-Aqsa and the Palestinian map. With the support of the Red Crescent, we're sending all of today's funds to Palestine to support the people of Gaza.
This exhibition promises a remarkable showcase of creativity and compassion, with all profits destined for the Palestinian cause through the Kuwait Red Crescent Society. The event not only provides a financial contribution, but more importantly, shines a spotlight on the profound role that art plays in our society. Art has a unique ability to convey complex emotions, ignite meaningful conversations, and above all, raise awareness.
We are here to support the people of Palestine, especially what's happening in Gaza. This whole event is to raise awareness, stand in solidarity, and raise profits for towards the Red Crescent in Kuwait. We are here to tell the people of Gaza that they are not forgotten, and we stand with them.
It is through art that we can express our deepest sympathies and our unwavering support for the Palestinian people and their enduring struggles. The Canvas of Hope event is not just an art exhibition, it's a symbol of unity and empathy. At its heart, this event serves as a poignant reminder of the Palestinian journey, marked by hardship, resilience, and hope.
We are here today in a painting experience where we are creating art to express our feelings towards Palestinian people and what they're going through right now. The event is created to have people come and express how they feel, and all the profits that are happening or that we're making from this event are going towards helping Palestine through Kuwait Red Crescent.
It's a collective effort to bridge gaps, unite hearts, and stand by those who need it most. Through this artistic endeavor, we celebrate the creativity that emerges from adversity and reaffirm our commitment to making a difference. In 2 minutes, let's explore the Canvas of Hope event and the profound message it conveys.
And we came back again, dear viewers, to discuss more about Palestine and Palestinian people and the strike of Gaza and much more. So we spoke, Aziz, about that really short movie that was directed by Sarah Mohammed and Ahmed Bouhamed, the musician. And now let's move on about something else. We can express our feelings, our problems through, which is art, the canvas of art. So about the canvas of hope.
Canvas of hope, because it's like the people already being in the event, young Palestinians, talents and artists, they already paint something to show their message, because we say all the time, fine arts is a universal language.
Yes.
Because of one of brush and one canvas, people can see the message. People travel to see art. So imagine young artists and even Kuwaiti artists, they are painting for the case.
For the case, exactly. That's why it's actually Canvas of Hope event that actually express the case, the Palestinian case, and it involves actually the reviewers around the artistry of the 3 talented Palestinian female artists. That's really amazing.
And also because we'll talk about the art, and like this kind of case, when any artist, and you are a big fan of fine art, especially canvas, you will see the expressions in there. You will see too many, something we call it sad emotions, hope emotions, angry emotions, to show the case more.
Yes.
So you will see too many red colors with the black, with the brown, like we call it the fire colors.
Yes.
But because this is the thing, we express our feeling, the anger feeling, the don't lose hope feeling, motivation feeling, be like just to cheer up feeling, like there is always be a hope, like like we say, one black tiny full stop or
Yes.
tiny touch with a white canvas, or vice versa.
That's amazing, Aziz. And as we mentioned, each one of us, each person can really express about the case. As you mentioned, their anger, let's say they are mad, they are sad, as on. So I know a lot of artists, people, they can express themselves through art, through their let's say oil painting, through the canvas, and that's why the event was held. I know some people and a lot of artists actually, they express about their anger through their paintings. There were actually too many beautiful paintings out there, like expressing about the Gaza strike.
Gaza strike. That's why we'll talk all the time, because, and I was sure that this kind of art will be the notes for the Palestinians case, and also like refer to the Kuwait Red Crescent Society. Now they're doing their best these days. That's why it's some kind, we do something for the notes for them, just to show the message of the Palestinian case during
Yes.
the canvases, and even the artist. I am sure that if we interviewed all the artists was there,
Yes.
about the meaning of their stories, of their artwork, they all share the same thing, is just to share and to say to everyone, don't lose hope.
don't lose hope. That's amazing. And as you mentioned about the Red Crescent Society, we spoke about the artists, how they can express themselves, how they can help other people by their art, and also Red Crescent Society, the volunteers. They are doing their best to help our brothers and sisters by providing some, let's say, the effort, some stuff for them, the medical issues, the food, the drinks, and much more. They are donating actually from the first day of the strike till now.
That's why we appreciate the Kuwaiti governments, what they are doing, especially the Kuwait Red Crescent Society, and even the non-profit organization, and the people's here always eager to do something to share about the important case for our family case, which is about the Palestinian case.
Yes.
And today is our role also in media. We're representing today to talk more about the case. And even that's why, because this is our job, media or art or any kind of entities or governmental or private sectors, they are also sharing their messages.
Yes.
That's why we're doing our best. That's why it's our message. We can all the time, it's clear. Don't lose hope. We are always with the case.
We are always with the case. Don't lose hope. We are giving some, let's say, a glimmer for a little hope for all the Palestinian people, even when they are living here in our lovely land, Kuwait. And we know in the world of art, each campus, Aziz, becomes a portal into the artistic actually soul. Each one can express themselves through their art.
Through their art, from their heart to heart.
Yes.
We all say all the time, because when you do something from your heart, you can see it. Even you do like one touch of the brush like this, you know, or I just told you, just one touch. It means big thing, because people, they are looking to you, they know we want to share something.
Exactly.
Especially you are a big fan, get invited to too many certain fine art events.
Exactly.
You've been in the galleries, you saw the artwork, you saw too many things, and you're asking the galleries. I know you know the symbols. Even I ask you about the symbols of anger, you will tell me.
Even from like the colors, as you mentioned, let's say the sad colors, the brown, the dark, that really express how actually we are feeling. And also that canvases actually, Aziz, can speak on behalf of all people that they can't really express. It really pictures our feeling. Imagine you can see your feelings like pictured in a canvas, on a canvas. That's really amazing, Aziz.
And also we already told every time, because media and art are soft weapons.
Yes.
Because soft weapons, it reaches. Because we want to share with the foreign countries, people who don't know about the case, the importance of the case, to know more about what's happening.
Exactly.
For Palestinian case. That's why, because the soft weapons, it reaches
reaches
home,
directly.
because in social medias and the we call it the official media, and also the another side of media, which is the social medias. Everyone is responsible. Everyone is a part of the media and the art to share the idea.
Exactly, Aziz, well said. We are living actually in the social media age, and media is really a strong key to like sending like messages to all the people all around us. And now I can see too many, same as the movie, the short movie with Sarah Mohammed, we can actually translate that into too many languages. Exactly. So that can reach to too many countries, too many languages, too many cultures. We are responsible actually, Aziz, to reach to actually our messages to all the people.
And also the Around Kuwait show, it's our responsibility from media, because we're speaking English in KTV too, so all the non-Arabic speakers, especially the foreigners, know about the case.
Yes.
That's why the responsible today would like to thank the working crew, the preparers, to prepare an episode for the Palestinian case. In the beginning we spoke a movie, now we'll talk about the fine arts. So movies, media, and also the production and the artist, part of the art, we call it one person with one brush, he share message.
Exactly. And once we saw and watched the movie, we feeling some touching, we feeling some, let's say, sad moment, because we felt that movie. Same as the campuses, actually, Aziz, when we saw some paintings that really express, that really awaken your empathy, your humanitarian side about that. Once you see each campus, each paintings.
Each painting, each canvas, everything shows the hope. That's we already spoke to you about the canvas of hope. We'd like to thank everyone who already been and participate in this the galleries and the event, the participants, the artists, the organizer, and even more, for all for one case, each for Free Palestine. Let's go to this break, then we'll continue, dear viewers.
Expo 965 in Kuwait recently hosted its third annual gathering for volunteer teams and leaders of popular teams, emphasizing the importance of volunteering and accomplishments. Kuwait, known as the humanitarian city due to its strong focus on humanitarian work, continues to nurture a culture of volunteerism through such events. This gathering highlights that volunteering is not merely an activity, but a way of life, with individuals from diverse backgrounds contributing to societal betterment.
I participate in my section of aviation field, plane model collectors of die-cast material of plane model, very detailed plane models, which is part of, we can classify it as antique or vintage.
The meeting of volunteer team leaders adds essential leadership and coordination, amplifying the impact of volunteer activities in addressing community needs. Expo 965's commitment to these events encourages more people to engage in volunteer work and offers a platform for experienced volunteers to share insights and experiences. These gatherings unite people, foster a strong sense of shared purpose, and empower volunteers to continue their noble efforts, reflecting Kuwait's spirit of humanitarianism and volunteerism. Ultimately, this event reinforces the enduring spirit of volunteerism in Kuwait, bringing volunteers together to inspire one another and make a positive impact on their communities.
It's a beautiful expo, and I really enjoyed it. There's so many different talents, so many different collectors that I'm pretty sure people will be surprised from the things that they will find. So many historical items, so many things that you wouldn't expect visitors to have, or the exhibitors, excuse me. And it's such a pleasure to see what I saw today, and I hope we will get to see the similar kind of expos soon.
We are back to our show again. Good morning all around Kuwait, dear viewers watching us through the KTV2. We already spoke about certain different topics during the beginning of our episode. We'll talk about something different. We'll talk about Expo 965, the annual exhibition. It's already started from 22 of October. It will end at 26 of October. Every day they have certain forums and certain events and even certain lectures during the exhibition. And we'll talk about one of the things. We'll talk about the volunteering. You know, because this land is the land of a humanitarian.
Exactly.
And usually anything happening in the state of Kuwait and even outside, people like to volunteer directly. Volunteer, it's something in our blood. It's something very noble, and we call it initiative, Sarah.
Exactly, Aziz. I know Expo 965 this year was really amazing, 5 days, and each day got actually expressed like something new. And about the volunteers, as you mentioned, volunteering in our blood as a Kuwaiti people, and I know in the Expo, actually they are spotlight the volunteering and the achievement, and also aiming to boost the enthusiasm actually of the volunteers and voluntary.
Because during the days of the Expo, excuse me, in Ahmed Al Adwani, Garin Al Abdullah Salam area,
yes,
you will see there also volunteering there. Volunteering groups, there are multiple volunteering groups. They are distributing during the zones and the main gate inside the hall to guide the visitors how to go, to if someone wants to ask them and they are asking for help, for everything. And even the people who are, not only the volunteering groups,
yes,
and even the participants there, the people who are expert in handmaids and handicrafts and even have like certain museum in the exhibition, they are volunteering also there.
I saw actually Aziz the heritage, like they're actually expressing the heritage Kuwaiti cultures, like about the ships, about the craftsmanship, and much more about that, even the sadu. I saw that was really amazing. They are all volunteers, Aziz?
All volunteers,
Right.
everything non-profit, because people they participate there, because in our ancestors, when you go inside the exhibition, you will see like the heritage and the history of the state of Kuwait, seaside and even the desert side. When I spoke to them, I had the privilege to interview some of the participants there. They're sharing with us about history of Kuwait. I noticed like in the old days ago, people loved to volunteer, even like 50, 100 years ago. How they volunteering? They're volunteering to help each other. If they want to go to sailing now, you will see people come just running to you and just push the boat. They're pushing the ship.
Yes.
They are volunteering from no one asking for them. Because the good thing about volunteering, people don't ask for granted. So they don't ask for anything. They just want to do something
To help.
And they are just pushing and pulling the boats and the ships also.
That's
for the
amazing.
sailing,
So,
yeah.
as you mentioned, our voluntary work is in our blood since ages, since the ships and let's say pearl diving until now, dear viewers. And we can see this type of let's say the Expo 965 can really has really great rich tradition of humanitarianism in a deeply ingrained, and this event aligns perfectly with the country's commitment to fostering a culture of volunteerism.
And also in addition, every day they have like a unique events and award ceremonies. One of them to award the volunteering groups.
Yes.
And every day there is a presence, the representatives from like private, public sectors, from too many presents. So that's why they are always coming, they are awarding the people. And every day they are giving like a prizes for the volunteers also. That's why to encourage the volunteers, because for their noble work, morning time and evening time, because the time to visit the expo, the exhibition, 2 times, morning time and evening time, from 8:30 to 12 p.m. and also from 4:30 p.m. to 10:30 p.m. Imagining 2 times, schools in the morning and also visitors in the evening, and volunteering, always guiding them, and people coming to volunteer. People just come to volunteer. Even they ask you if you want to participate in the exhibition. The people who's working there, the members said, come volunteer with us.
That's
do whatever
amazing.
you
They
want.
encourage the other
volunteer.
people to volunteer.
Yeah.
That's why actually the Kuwait's really strong in the humanitarian, let's say, work. Yeah, we are actually pioneers of humanitarian work and the voluntary work, and that's why actually when they meet the volunteers out there, they actually to help them and encourage them to serve also the Kuwaiti people and all the people all around us.
I remember one of the stories there. When I been there, I asked one people for something. People coming. No, I ask for one person and just listening and coming. We call it the art of initiative.
Yes.
Because initiative is the part of volunteering. People, they don't want you to ask for something. They just come to you if they notice you want something. You're seeking for help.
And you've been in the voluntary work, Aziz, me and you before. We actually, voluntary work give you some happiness, actually. It makes you feel proud of yourself, especially when you help other people, even in a small amount of help for the needy people, poor people, and everyone all around you. So we know that the meeting of popular team leaders, their leader adds a layer of leadership and coordination to the event. As
you notice when you go to meet any volunteering group, they're wearing a certain vest with a certain different names of the group.
Yes.
And there is one of them are leaders, but all of them are leaders, because the keynote of the remarks and the important tips for to be a volunteer, to be a leader. They are all leaders, Sarah.
They are all leaders. That's why Expo 965 Aziz teams dedicated to organizing such gatherings underscores their commitment to nurturing the volunteer spirit and acknowledging the remarkable contribution of those who strive to make a positive difference.
And you notice, Sarah, when I will say something to you, I know your expression will be different. How does it feel to you when any person say to you, thank you, Sarah?
I feel so proud of myself. It's really a thrilled, let's say, feeling when you help someone and he felt really happy that someone actually helped me. And actually, as you mentioned, you feel proud of yourself.
And also, this kind of an important event, that's why we want to increase this annual events. It's because all the events in the state of Kuwait, most of it, we say like 100%, you will see volunteering groups all the time participating and helping people. They're not just only in Expo 965, for different kind of certain events, especially during this good weather, you will see volunteering everywhere.
Exactly.
They're asking for a group, people volunteer, people to people relationship, always can say all the time.
Exactly.
That's why when back to again to the expo, so you will see elderly people participating and also young people, and they are helping each other.
And helping each other, Aziz.
And even the volunteering group, you will see different ages.
Different ages, as you mentioned, like helping others, volunteering to each other. That really can make people strong together, it can tighten up the society. That's what's the aim, actually, of volunteering. And as you mentioned, there are elderly people volunteering and there are young people volunteering. Yeah. So let's talk about the elderly people. How actually they are volunteering there?
They are doing all the best because they are guiding the people, they're giving tips, they are always with the people. They just to taught the youngsters how to do, to give them their experience, their perspective, how they are dealing with people, how to seek for help, how to be initiative. So we are not satisfied from their instructions. We're always eager to learn more.
Exactly, and especially learning from elderly people is precious. That was really amazing, you know, dear viewers, the Kuwaiti spirit of humanitarianism and volunteerism shines through in these gatherings, where the dedication of volunteers is celebrated and their impact on society is acknowledged.
So that's why we say the spirit, because you always have to be in a good spirit. If you want to volunteer, you have to be like this kind of spirit of the teamwork, spirit of working for the certain goals.
Yes.
Is to help everyone.
Is to help everyone, and we know actually, Aziz, Expo 965 was really great, and also it continues to contribute to Kuwait's rich tapestry of the humanitarian work.
And now, because we spoke about our topic about the Expo 965 for the handcrafts and even for the creative people.
Yes.
You will see people even in all. That's why we like to go to the exhibition. Expo teach us about our history. History is full with the humanitarian tips, humanitarian volunteerings, because in your old time ago, people gather to help. People gather to volunteer. People gather to just to seek for to another. If they are feeling ill, they are contributing to him. If he needs something, people willing to help. So today, dear viewers and dear audience, and also our working crew, and even today we spoke about too many different important cases.
Yes.
Which we talk about the Palestinian case, about we call it the olive roots and the canvas of hope and the expo. But because today we'll talk about the Palestinian case, and we are volunteering to help them also. That's why I want, because volunteering, it's in our blood, and that's why we want to share and to show all the people around the world about the Palestinian case from our volunteering.
Exactly, Aziz. It started from the media and the art. How can actually we express, we display the case for all the people all around the world, for all the ages, like starting from elderly people until the young people, even the children. They all need to know the Palestinian case, as well as they should know about the voluntary work. As you mentioned, Aziz, they can really volunteer for our brothers and sisters to help them. So that's why like raising awareness through media, through art is very important, and then we have to volunteer.
And also, let's talk more about the Olive Roots movie.
Yes.
Two Kuwaiti pioneers, and they are young, they are from the High Institute of Dramatic Art, and they produce such like a short, deep movie. That's why we can say we are not afraid about the next generation, because in the art, they will always have some new people. They are encouraging and they are producing good production.
Thank God, actually, we have that really huge awareness about what's going on all around us. As I mentioned, our voluntary work, our humanitarian is in our blood as a Kuwaiti people. That's why we involved and we join every single field just to help and to reach our voice and messages to other people. It's through acting, it's through art, it's through painting, it's through music as well. We can express that. Nevertheless, we can express that through media, as me and you, Aziz.
Canvas of Hope, it's one of the exhibitions for the Palestinians and Kuwaitis participating, and for sure there will be certain and next different exhibitions in the future, galleries and painters to gather to show us a new messages also, Sarah.
New messages, and actually I would love to have some, let's say, musical event that really can express our feelings through music. I know actually, Aziz, music can really touch our hearts. So, dear viewers, I hope you enjoyed our episode as much as we did. See you for next time and have a lovely night.